Good evening, SFL fans. Really excited to be able to have you guys here to be able to watch this fun preseason game between the Arizona Scorpions and Minnesota Legend. Arizona coming up north, hosted here in snowy Flurry, Minnesota. Service crews here at Northwood Stadium have been spending the last 2 days shoveling out the seats, making sure the field was cleared off as much as they can. Um, Really excited to see how the snow plays a factor in this game. I'm here in the broadcast booth with Eddie Gage. How are you tonight, Eddie?
So Raven, what up, though? Man, it's a little cold out here, man. I'm not kind of used to this. I moved from Chicago several years ago, and this is new to me.
It's not new to me. I mean, this is not new to the Minnesota area. Uh, this is typical January weather, December, January weather. It starts getting cold October, November, then the snow hits in December. But thanks for making the journey up north, shedding your sandals and flip flops for burka boots and hoodies. I don't know.
Yeah, again, you guys can have this, and we're gonna go out here and try to stay warm, keep moving, and keep the blood flowing. And as soon as this game is over with, we're gonna be on the next flight straight up out of here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, Arizona last year or last season, you guys made it to the big dance, the big championship game, and now we're now in season starting off season 20 in about a week or so. How has your Arizona team evolved over the off season a bit?
Well, we did have some changes on offense. We lost our fullback to retirement and
Okay.
brought in Justin Williams. So he's kind of new to the team, but he's excited to be here. In fact, he couldn't wait to sign his contract. So happy to
That's
have him on board.
I love hearing that.
Oh yeah, he's very excited to be here. And we also had some changes in our defensive secondary. Longtime slot corner Parker Thomas has been elevated to the number 2 corner spot.
Awesome.
And Iverson Gamble, our former number 2, has moved to the starting free safety position. And in Parker's place, we have Skinny Washington. So we got some moving parts, and excited to see how things are going to unfold with that because I can look at it all I want to in Sims, but until you actually get out there on the field and see how they all work together, it's kind of anxious time for me to see how that works out. And for the first time in Scorpion history, we have a third linebacker added to our roster. We've never had one before. And I've been having a lot of fun playing around with that because it's something, like I said, I've never had.
Mhm.
And I did not realize what I was missing having that third linebacker. And it's going to be absolutely bananas playing with three.
Yeah, I'm we're playing today because we don't play this season. But likely, I think the season after that in season 22, um, potentially match up there. But that's all the more
Yep.
reason that we get to have the chance to do this in preseason. I'm really excited to see both teams out on the field balling out, in back and forth gameplay. So again, for those that might be new to the preseason, these are generic playbooks. This is the exact same playbook that I played just last Wednesday against San Diego. They're sort of come as part of, I don't know if it's the game itself or the editor, but the Redskins offense, and I can't remember whose defense it is, but I did go in and scrape out some of the plays that don't really work, the draw plays, the what am I blanking on?
Toss
Yes, the toss
plays.
plays. So you see them. I've removed all of the running plays out of shotgun because they don't tend to work. Removed rollout plays because those tend to just blow up into sack factories. But we're in the pursuit of really fun, solid gameplay that we're sort of used to seeing day in or week in, week out here in the traditional regular season, just a week or so early. But um, anyways, let's get started. I've heard that even though it's cold out, the audience, the crowd here is hot with excitement, keeping their bodies moving and warm. So let's head out onto the field. So as you can see, this flurries are falling tonight here in St. Paul,
Yes, they
Northwood
are.
City. You can see the Minnesota Legend in green and gray, their home colors, the default, and then Arizona in their white and orange. We are away. See the gold stars for the Scorpions.
You can see in the chat, Cliff Allen, our kicker, is excited to be playing in the snow.
That's good. Well, hopefully they just get some really nice cleats to stop him from sliding, and
Yeah.
yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe it's kicking that hard ball. I'm not sure. So let's see. The Arizona will choose tails. Flip of the coin. The Legend will receive, and the Scorpions will defend the north goal. So
Let's
here
go,
we
D.
see,
Set the tone.
yeah, Cliff Allen out there. He could not wait to kick that ball. So here we see Cliff Allen kicking off, starting this game. Kick is up. Adam Banks, wide receiver number 3, grabs that ball around the 4-yard line, taken down at the 24. Pretty tough. That's what kick returns, punt returns are not what I would ideally pick if I were to, in real life, be out there on the field.
I can tell you from experience, I've played as a gunner growing up, and it is not fun at all.
Goodness. So we see Reno under center, showing an ace. Oh no, this is Jax Joker's formation. A handoff to the Hart off to the side, able to make a way up to the Minnesota 31 for a gain of 7.
Fresh out the gate, getting the running game going. I noticed Colin Hart is no longer a balance back. He's a finesse back this season.
That is true. That is true. We were tempted to do that before season 19, opted to stay with balance, to give it a shot, give it a go, and did okay. But I think finesse is where it's at. We've seen success out of them in numerous teams. Hoping to get that same success. Reno back pass. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage by number 74.
Hunter Norwood.
I don't know if he slipped or intentionally fall on his back. Coming out here again, that was a hard loss for a 2-yard loss there. Brings up 3rd and 9. A bunch on the bottom, one wide receiver at the top, and lone back behind Reno. Drops back, deep drop back this time. Under pressure,
Look out!
They take him down again for a loss of 6 or 7 on that one.
That's going to be Hunter Norwood and David Tilley on the sack. Man down, as we like to say in the
Just
Arizona locker room.
Overpowering the center and likely the 2 guards. They're trying to block those 2. I hope for Minnesota's sake and Johnny Reno's health that doesn't continue. So here we see the punter for the Minnesota Legend back just into their end zone. Receives the punt, and it's up. Grabbed and moved. A little slice and dice there. Gain of about 2 on that punt. That's number 10, it looks like.
Ryan Owens.
Doing the receiving duties this season.
Going into his 3rd season with the Scorpions.
We see our first look at Ashley Jackson coming up under center. Williams and Moses behind her in an offset I. 2 tight ends at the top of the line, 1 receiver at the bottom. Under center, she drops back. It's a deeper drop back. Pass off to Moses in the flat. Running up the sideline, gets about 6 yards before being hit by Axel Raven.
Axel Raven showing his athletic ability. Ran about half the length of the sideline there to get over there and make that tackle. Very impressive.
Split back pro formation here. Ashley under center. Wide receivers at top and bottom. Splits backs behind her. Handoff to Moses running up the gut, or running up to the side again. Not quite much there. Looks like maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Slow developing play. Anytime you're playing against a team with 3 linebackers, you want some quick hitters because you don't have much room for error unless you get great blocking up front on the edge.
Yeah, it looked like sort of a cross pocket play there. Ashley back in the gun formation, 3rd and 7. 5 receivers out there. Pass over to the near side. Almost has her man. It looks like it
Oh,
hit the hands, or maybe it's
yeah.
tipped by Griffin. Let's see maybe a replay.
Cody Griffin won the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Did he win Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Yes, I think he did in
I
season
think he did.
17.
Yeah. Great ball player.
Absolutely. 6'3", 195. So on the thinner side, but still packs a wallop when he hits and has a pretty good speed. So here we see the punter for Arizona, Glass Jaw,
Last jaw.
set to punt from the 40 or the 48-yard line. Kick is up, hits around the 7, bounces. They catch it, but just
Oh,
barely crossed into that
touchback.
end zone.
Yep.
That would give Minnesota the ball at the 20.
That snow is coming down out here, actually. I imagine by the second half, it's gonna be a snow city practically in this stadium.
That's true. I think at halftime they might be paying in gallons of hot chocolate for people to go out with shovels on the field. You see Reno in the back, quads look for him. Pass over the middle, deeper, not able to
Oh,
get let his man too much a little bit there.
yeah, and they actually caught Arizona and with the safety dropping down into the box, anticipating shorter routes. Had him open on the skinny post, but the timing was just a bit off. You just wonder how much his footing played a factor into that play.
Yes. I mean, if he just takes loses a little bit of foundational grip, yeah. Maybe he's lucky he stayed on his feet. You see a really heavy split back formation
Split
here.
wing jokers.
You got Jay Taylor at the top of the line there. Pass over to Hart on the near side, running towards the
Mm.
sideline. Hit and spun around, but able to be taken down after 4.
Skinny Washington on a tackle, and already you see here early on Colin Hart showing why Minnesota invested in getting him to lose some weight and coming down and decide to be more of a finesse back.
Johnny in a split spread formation in the gun. So out of shotgun. Johnny with the ball, drops back, looks for a player, moves up in the pocket, passes deep, but it's blocked.
Oh,
It's tipped by Everett Garrison. The Everett Garrison. Yes, I said it right the first time.
yes. Everett Garrison, as he likes to call himself, Mount Everett on the tip, and had that ball had just a little bit more air under it, Minnesota will be celebrating the end zone right now.
Instead, it's 4th and 6, set to punt from the Minnesota, their own 24-yard line.
You can see the fans packed into this Western end zone. They are ecstatic about football.
Huddling together for warmth. Kick is up, and it is caught at a line and run up. Looks like he's near midfield there at the Arizona 45 before he's taken down.
Arizona's going to get great starting field position and looking to take advantage of it. Let's see. Look at BJ Lovelace, former Scorpion, commanding the huddle over there in the defense. Love that guy.
Love him too, Eddie. All right, so we see strong spread formation. Ashley under center.
Strong tight end flex.
Thank you. Pass over to the flat, taken down by Axel Raven after a gain of 3. That is 32. Justin Williams.
Justin Williams on the catch, and you just wonder how much of a factor the footing is going to take place in this game as we see both teams electing to dump the ball off short.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to cover for those backs when the wide receivers can't run at their fastest.
Yep.
So your man coverage, it looks like from out of the 4-3 for the defense. A similar strong tight
Five
end
step drop,
flex.
7-step drop.
Has her
Got him.
man. It's number
TJ Punk.
88. Solid gain of around 40 plus yards.
50 Z deep posts. TJ able to get a step on this man. You know, in the offseason, TJ wrestles. And he also runs a wrestling simulation league as well.
Oh,
A man of many hats.
and mini leotards. Just kidding. Ashley under center, the split backs, hand off to Moses,
Oh,
has the
nice
blocks
play.
in front, and it's a touchdown.
That's the second time we've seen that play ran today, and DJ's playing in the snow.
He's getting some snow angels in there. Very nice play there.
We seen that play ran earlier, I believe by Minnesota, but Arizona did a great job of corralling them in the backfield. I was surprised with this front four that Minnesota has. We was able to get such good blocking, but Arizona did invest in 3 offensive linemen, and on that play, it paid dividends.
So we'll see Cliff Allen again. This time out to tack one on to the Arizona's lead.
Cliff Allen asked for a sun visor on his helmet. I don't see him on his head, so I'm gonna have to double check with the roster file and make sure that's still the case.
And it's good. Yeah, maybe the sun's not out clearly.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. He doesn't need it today.
Exactly. So that leaves Arizona with the lead 7-0 as we are at 6:12 left in the first. Cliff to kick off.
I'm
Banks
sure
gives
Mark Mello look forward to playing in his game today. He loves playing in the snow.
him and Max Knight definitely. They're both super excited about
Yeah,
the north potential for snow.
yeah.
Bank on the return. Banks finds a little bit of a seam or runs in front of the defense there. Gets up to the 30, 31.
31-yard line, great return, and the Arizona special teams unit needs to tighten up. Look at it here on the replay. Great blocking up front, formed a wedge, cut out to his left, picked up a few extra yards. Great return by Minnesota.
Yeah, it looked like a dividend of around 5+ yards extra by making that little cut. Let's see what Minnesota has in store. Looks like a split back twins. Two receivers at the bottom, tight end at the top, Reno under center. Reno drops back, looking for a person, fakes it, hands it off, or passes it over to Chris Komisak, the fullback, and tackled there at the line for no gain.
Chris Komisak is one of the better fullbacks in this league. I've seen him catch contested passes in heavy traffic on a number of occasions in Queen City while he was a member of that squad. I'm sure he'll be doing the same thing with Minnesota this season as well.
Yeah, he's shown some really soft hands, almost that of tight ends and almost receivers. We're going to offset eye. Weak side, it looks like. Reno back to pass. Finds a person. Caught in the back.
Got him.
That was France on the reception there. Got that extra step, those big legs of the 6'7" frame moving, gets behind the coverage there.
Yeah, I believe that was 50Z tight end crosses a 5-step drop, which allows the quarterback time to allow those receivers to run those routes to get downfield and forget about Jason France, and he was off to the races. Look at him able to bring that big man down.
So at Arizona 42, you see a triple formation, single back behind Reno's short drop back, pass over the middle, complete for a gain of 7.
In heavy traffic, too. Jay Taylor on the reception.
Jay Taylor over the offseason switched with Buchanan Simons for that first position, second position. They're within a half a point, I believe, of value. Just turned out that Jay overtook Buchanan for the starting the absolute number 1 position. So he'll be in that number 1. Buchanan in number 2. Hand off, little pitch. That might have been the one that I forgot to take out. I think the only one that I kept in was tight triple, single back, strong G toss.
Strong G toss, yes. Yeah. I've seen Houston run that play to perfection with GP Wells last season.
It can occasionally work, and those are kind of the fun ones to see here in preseason. Another little toss here that seems to work there. Gain of around 8 or 9 there.
Great job, and to get that play to work, you need your guard and your tackle on that right side to form a wall, sit in the edge. They're able to do that, and you need that center to pop out and get that nose tackle or the defensive tackle, depending on the alignment, playing that 0-1 technique. They did a great job of doing it there, and Minnesota moves the chains.
I formation here. Lone receiver at the top. Tight end
I wing
splitting.
jokers.
Reno under center, hands off to Hart, looking for a space and
Oh,
taken down a yard shy of that line of scrimmage. 95 got in there.
big dog. Sean Allen. Sean Moore, excuse me. Thinking about my former teammate, Sean Moore.
Here we see Reno under center. Empty formation. Straight open, I believe. Drops back, short drop back, finds the man in the middle. Not quite enough for a first down, but it's 3rd down and 2 after a gain of 8 on that one, 9 on that one.
And that was dime cover 4 defense. And that defense I always have mixed feelings about because it covers everything deep, but you give up the short stuff. And Minnesota recognized it right away. John Reno did, got the ball out to his receiver, sets up 3rd and 2.
Ace formation for Minnesota. Reno under center, single back, handoff to Hart, able to pick up the first down, an extra yard tacked onto that, taken down by a group of orange and white.
Minnesota got great push up front between the center and both guards on that combination block, able to move the chains. J.R. Lawless, outside weak side linebacker, looks short compared to Parker Thomas.
I wonder what's the difference? Let's see. I've got it pulled up here.
Look at you.
If it works. There it's coming. JR is 6 foot. I'm sure Parker Thomas might be 6'3", so a solid.
Yeah, Parker Thomas 6'3". Yeah, so that is, I was right.
Reno back
3-step
pass.
drop. Oh, look
in the
out.
flash.
Oh!
Whoa. Just got it right above the defender there. Really was going for that ball.
Yeah, I believe that was Eric Garrison who was trying to take that ball the other way, and had he caught it, it would have been a house call, but he missed, and Minnesota made him pay for it.
Ashley talks about nothing wrong with being short. Our BJ love this. I think is only 6'1", so again on the shorter side. But I think with that shortness comes speedness, agility.
Yes, I agree.
Whoa, Hart just gets tripped up there, almost
tripped up.
And saves a touchdown is saved. It looks
Yep.
like I couldn't make out who it was. I think it was a 40, so maybe Everett or Parker in there.
40 is J.R. Lawless.
Oh, perfect. In there, it looks like he just sort of tripped or was mid-spin and got tipped on his back. So we've got 1 yard here for Minnesota to go before pay dirt. Let's see what they have in store. Little weak dive, maybe. Strong trap. Nope, it's a throw. Reno looking for it, and the top collapses. Not quite quick enough for Reno to get out of his hands. Good coverage sack there, and just simply no tackle, no blocks there on Constantine. You do that, you're in for some bruises.
Alex coming around the edge. He played defensive tackle until last season, where he switched over to defensive end after Mark Mello left the team, and so far he's holding up well.
Reno pump fakes, pass over the middle, is tipped twice at the end zone. 95 again showing the hands of a linebacker, but those dog paws going up to try to catch that ball.
I believe that was Jay Taylor. I'm sorry, not Jay Taylor. Yeah, Jay Taylor, who was open at the back of the end zone, had he elected to throw the ball to him.
Brings up 3rd and goal at the 5. They have to make it in here, or they'll have to settle for 3.
4-3 defense. Both safeties squatting inside the numbers. Watch the outside.
Handoff to Hart. Not going anywhere. A little bit surprising there, 3rd and 5. But
I was a bit surprised too with both safeties sitting back in the middle of the field. I thought they were going to the outside.
That brings us to the 2nd quarter, and we're likely to see a field goal attempt here by Minnesota. Mickey Malillo looking to tack 3 next to the
I met him at the
MIA.
convention. He's a really cool guy.
He's exciting. His positivity and things is infectious. Um, not in a medical way. The kick is up and it's good. 7-3 now. Arizona leading by 4.
Minnesota closing the gap here at the start of the second quarter, giving their fans something to cheer about.
We'll see which team starts to heat up in the second quarter, despite the cold and snow.
Despite the cold and snow, you can see that snow is really starting to come down a bit here.
Yeah, I'm glad that they mark off at least between quarters the numbers
Yes,
a bit. But
yes.
here we see Malillo again on the kickoff. Owens to receive. Cotter on the 2 or 3, running up the middle pretty much for up to the 28. Pretty solid return there.
Solid return by Ryan Owens. Gonna have a first down here. 10:53 left to go in this second quarter.
Ashley under center. 2 receivers at the top, tight end at the bottom of the line. Splits backs behind her. Drops back, short little drop back, looking for a person. Caught across the middle for a gain of 5. And hit hard by the strong safety, Derek Meerkat.
Connor Owens on the reception, but I think that Arizona might have got away with an illegal man downfield as both the left tackle and left guard looked like they were beyond a yard past the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Single back, tight triple, perhaps.
Yeah, tight triple. You getting good, Axel.
Thanks. Pass over the middle, caught, spins, try to get that first. Not able to get there. 4 on the game.
That's Connor Weston with
again
back-to-back receptions, gaining 9 yards total. 3rd and 1 coming up.
We see a similar play. We'll see if they go off to that same approach or choose a different play in the package. Little toss play there. Works out again, as we saw the Minnesota legend use. Exactly similar situation. Got around 5-6 yards on that play. Picks up the first.
DJ moves the chains. We had a team meeting prior to the game as to whether we were going to come out here with sleeves or not. And we elected to keep the sleeves on when we came out to the pregame and saw just how cold it was.
I like them. I hope you guys are selling them at the, shirts and jerseys booths. Nice orange, white, nice bright. Handoff. Maybe deer hunters. If you're a deer hunter, you could wear the orange. I don't do that personally, but hey, I don't know. It'd be useful for some people up here.
I went to Green Bay once several years ago for about 2 weeks, and it was right during the middle of deer season. And wow, they were just in love with it, man. It was freezing outside, but they loved it.
Yeah. Nosa's trying to get around the edge on a stretch play, it looked like.
Weak power O, not quite successful against this front four. Let's have a 3rd down and 9. Got to be very careful against this Minnesota secondary anytime you're in 3rd down in obvious passing situations.
Looks almost like a man defense. Ashley, deep drop
Big
back
7-step
pass.
Drop.
Deep. Has her person. And it's a touchdown. Arizona's starting to run away.
TJ Punk on the reception, and I didn't think that pass was going to get over the head of the cornerback, whose name eludes me right now. Griffin. Just talked about him a moment ago, but yeah, there you go, Cody Griffin, and it was just over his outstretched hands. I don't know how she fit that pass in there, but she did, and then Arizona capitalizes.
Yeah, TJ Punk showing off the leg muscles. Did not skip leg day.
And on the way back to the sidelines, I caught wind of tight end Will Todd looking at Ashley like, hey, I'm a valuable person on this team too. Will doesn't get many touches, and you can see his frustrations continuing to mount as Mexico City is giving him a call right now.
Kick is up, and that brings it 14-3, advantage Arizona.
True story. When Mike Dax decided to retire, I had an inkling in the bottom of my chest that Will Todd was going to tell me, Eddie, I love it out here in Arizona, but anytime you get a chance to replace a legend, as much as Ramos finds a tight end, I got to go head out there. And
Oh, Cliff Allen
oh, did you see him
slid.
fall?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that caused the punt, the kickoff to be short. And as a result, Minnesota brings it out to the 42-yard line. I was waiting for something like that to happen.
It's starting to see a little bit of a bumper car situation out there instead of
Yeah.
actual tackles. That one, Quig Mam, the backup kick returner, was the one who had to take that duty there. Was
And
able
he
to
was one missed tackle away from taking that to the house,
very
Axel.
close, very close. Minnesota has it on their own 42. You see that tight triple again, although that toss seems it worked for him last drive a little bit. This time, not so much. Tackled at the line by Hunter Norwood.
Big Hunter Norwood looks like he hasn't skipped a meal the entire offseason.
No, I think as part of the COVID thing, he learned to cook so he could cook himself as much as food as he wants.
There you go. There you go.
All
I
pro.
pro. There you go. Hey, look at Axel. I see you.
I've been learning a lot, so practicing. Run up the middle, not doing too much. Gain of 1 on there for Colin Hart.
Diggs on a tackle assisted by, looks like Sean Moore also is going to set up a 3rd down and 9.
Let's see what they decide here. Single back behind Reno, up under center. Quads look for the receivers.
That's right. Quads look, dime defense, 4-1 by Arizona.
Deep
Cover
back.
12. Deep back. Oh, look out.
Tilly in
David
it
Tilly
again.
on the tack again. Or as we say in the locker room, Tilly.
Just swim. Almost looked like number 55, DD Sachs. Had a little swim move, but then was taken by Hart.
Yeah, he came over
block him.
Help out. Yep. Great job by Hart recognizing it.
Back to kick for Minnesota.
235 followers. That's what Fights and Insights did for this account, I see.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Thanks for everyone for following. Nice little kick here. No falling
Fair
there.
catch.
Take it at the 34, 35.
35-yard line here. 6:38 left to go in the first half. Let's see how aggressive. Arizona has come out very aggressive on offense, much more aggressive than I tend to do.
Yeah, throwing those deep balls, it seems to have been working. Whatever TJ Punk has been using.
Yeah, strong spread, 4-2 defense, nickel, 3-step drop. Look out! Oh, intercepted. There you go. See, throwing the ball deep.
All the thoughts that you had wiped from your memory now.
Wiped out of memory.
Yeah, we're running all the time. AJ, you're not going to pass it all. This one taken up by Daniel Wright, just free safety leaping up there to take that ball away.
I like Daniel Wright. He's very active in the community, helps out with the minor leaguers. Love that guy.
Absolutely. DMs are always open. Really considerate, gracious guy.
So now Minnesota has great starting field position. Let's see if they can take advantage of this.
Single back, 2 receivers, top and bottom. 2 tight ends at the bottom. That G toss again.
Play.
Going back to that well, that's probably drying up. 1 on that game, taken down by 52. Nathaniel Diggs.
Nathaniel Diggs, first season with the team, also brought on as our general manager, has some big shoes to fill, replacing Ashley Jackson, but thus far he's done a great job. He helped us recruit Justin Williams, so great job by the young man.
Nice. Single back doubles, looks like.
Yep.
Deep drop back. Reno looking for a player.
Look out.
Pass over
Oh.
the middle. Has his
Oh.
man.
Oh. Is that
That's
oh, great
France.
pass. Yeah, Jason France, the tight end. Big man. I
Surrounded
saw
by
him in a game
3.
last season catch a pass and run over 2 would-be tacklers. That is a big, powerful man to bring down. He reminds me of Gronkowski
Mm,
in the NFL.
I could definitely see that comparison. Just a big old man moving out there, almost like an offensive lineman.
Will Todd co-signing, threw it to the tight end.
Single
Nickel
back.
defense.
Reno under center making some changes at the line. Drops back, short little drop back, looking for his man. Finds him over on the side. I thought he might run out, but maybe the line is covered by some snow. That was Jay Taylor on the reception. Gets that first down, maybe a gain of 12 or so.
It was, and he saw Johnny Reno, the quarterback. What I saw, Arizona playing back on defense, just pretty much giving up everything short, and he just audible to the out route, able to pick it up and run for additional yards, pick up that first down. Minnesota inside the SFL red zone for the first time tonight, Axel.
That they are. Handoff over to Hart. Has blockers.
Oh,
yeah,
nice
he's
blocking.
in. He is in the end zone. First touchdown for Minnesota tonight.
He got great blocking, Colin Hart did on that stretch play, and you can see Arizona pinched down inside, caught guessing the wrong block combination, and Minnesota made them pay for it. And I could just hear the excitement in your voice as Colin Hart crossed that end zone, Axel.
Yeah, it's excited to see. But there's, it's tough working with the bounce back last season. So seeing stretches be successful is great to see. So
I bet you just have more of a play selection, I believe, when you do with finesse backs. Although I will admit, I don't know how, but teams like Mexico City and there you go. You see the kicker fall again?
yeah, Mickey Milano fell on his
Yeah.
Goodness.
But teams like Mexico City and Denver, they have a knack for making those power backs work. I don't know how they do it, but those two teams, when I think of in terms of being able to get the most out of power backs, they did a great job with that.
Mm-hmm. And historically, I feel like actually, yeah, before Legends, I think power backs were a lot easier to get going, but they're a little bit more difficult now since season 16 or whatever it was.
Ryan on a return, and this time Minnesota does a better job of corralling him and bringing him down at the 26-yard line.
Do you think I can bet that Arizona might be coming out looking to solidify, get a little bit more yards, maybe a run, maybe 2 before airing it out?
Look at Mark Mello.
Absolutely the opposite.
Oh,
5-man
wide.
formation. Wow.
Oh, free play. Throw it deep. Throw it deep.
It is deep, and it's intercepted.
It's
running
intercepted.
back, likely to come back from that flag.
Yeah,
Bravo on the pick.
On the offsides penalty. And look at the referee just entrenched in snow now. But yeah, that was a great pick by the defense, but unfortunately for them, going to be negated by Mark Mello jumping off sides, trying to, in his attempt to get to know Ashley just a little bit better.
They haven't talked for a while. Maybe they'll need to catch up. I just recommend that they use like regular correspondence. I don't know.
I think that's weak jokers.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Ashley under center. Handoff to the fullback, running up the gut. Gain of 2 on that one. Makes a pretty manageable 2nd and 3.
Every now and then, those fullbacks, they need some love too. Just give them a carry every now and then, and it keeps them happy. And they'd be more than happy to block for DJ.
It throws the defense off a little bit too. So if they hit the right thing, they could be gone for 10, 15 yards. Split backs behind Ashley. She hands off again up the middle.
Oh, again to the fullback.
First.
Oh, no, that's DJ. Excuse me.
Quite excited about that one.
I always get excited to watch fullbacks carry the ball too. But that time it was DJ on the tote, picks up about 4 or 5 yards. He'll move the chains to the 38-yard line with 3:30 left to play. Doubles look. Counter with a 4-2 nickel.
Handoff to Moses, spinning
Oh,
at the line.
goodness.
Not quite able to get there. Axel Raven powered, smashed him.
Axel on a tackle. Wow, that was impressive because I did not even see him standing there. He was hiding behind the defensive end, Mark Mello. I thought he was off to the races, but fooled me. Split wing. What is split wings? I forget what the name of the play is, but yeah, there you go. Out to DJ.
So close, 3rd and inches.
Yeah, got tackled and forced out of bounds. Gonna bring up 3rd and inches. I see on the replay, DJ catches this ball, able to collect his footing and get upfield. I thought he might have picked up that first down, but we are in Minnesota, so.
See what they dial up on this 3rd and inches.
Skinny Washington checking in. Good evening, Skinny. What's going on? Pierce slot. Oh, met in the backfield. I believe that's Mark Mello on a tackle. Yes, it is. Great tackle by Mark.
Got some of that penetration against that block, and actually looks like he blew right through that block in the direction of
he did.
Running back.
Knocked right over his former teammate, EJ the Q.
So here we see Glassjaw again, back to punt. Punt is up. Adam Banks on the return. Gets maybe 3 or 4 yards before being taken down by a quad group of Scorpions.
Indeed, 2:13 left in the half. Let's see how aggressive Minnesota gets here with time winding down in this first half.
Let's go.
Snow is steadily falling. We've seen a couple of kickers lose their footing. Strong paired jokers. Looks like Reno back to pass, catches Hart in the flat, spins to get through one tackler, but is taken down by another 2 as soon as he spins.
And that was a great pass by Johnny Reno. I like how he led him out in space to allow him to get a head start there and pick up those 9 yards. 2-minute warning.
Got to keep those bodies moving, keep that blood flowing. Single back for the legend. Doubles formation again. Making a change up on the line is Reno. Runs over to the side. Hart gets the first down, spins out of a tackle. Trying to get him. Second tackler does get him down.
And that was a great read by quarterback Johnny Reno. They don't get enough credit for this all the time. But he caught an audible, and he noticed Skinny Washington audible with him and went to the strong side of the offense. He just ran that weak stretch to the weak side. Skinny is no longer over there, and there's nobody over there to cut him off. And as a result, it's a big gain.
Split back pro. Johnny under center. Handoff to Hart again, running off to the side. Gets good blocking.
Great block.
Up the sideline. Taken down after about a gain of 13.
And you can see the smiles from the running back coach all the way up to the head coach, even ownership, looking at the immediate dividends of being a finesse back is paying off for this Minnesota offense as he's able to become suddenly a home run hitter.
Handoff. Slips.
Oh.
Johnny Reno falls on the ground. Snow.
I've never seen that before.
An impact. Looked like he was running to hand off. Couldn't make the handoff. Drops back short here. Pass over.
Fumble!
It's a live ball potentially.
Minnesota got the ball back. But they might the booth. This is inside of 2 minutes, so the booth may review this because I thought that was a forward pass. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a forward pass to me. I think they're going to rule that as
Just
incomplete.
just as I think, yeah.
Let's see if they review this. I believe they will. Oh, they don't.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they think that there wouldn't be much difference whether it was incomplete or not. Just maybe I don't think there was much of a yard change, but Reno over the middle has the man
Caught.
picked up that 19-yard difference they needed.
Receptions, yeah. Adam Banks on a reception there to move the chains. 3rd and 19. He said, "Who cares? I got it, coach. Put your faith in me. Dial something up for me, and I'm gonna make this thing happen." He did. And now Minnesota once again is in the SFL red zone.
Adam Banks and Daniel Wright are brothers. Daniel Kelgate's collections in the chat talking about uh, they're Canadians. They're used to this. So we see a little toss out to John Jason France. Johnny back to pass. Finds someone in the
Got him.
backfield, back corner.
Touchdown.
That's Buchanan Simons, wide receiver number 2.
Wide open as the corner elected to play the flat, left him all alone in the back of the end zone. It was just a matter of if he was going to be able to get his feet down. He did. And Minnesota, who was down 14-0, suddenly find themselves ahead. Extra point pending with a 3-point lead with 26 seconds left in the first half.
Mickey Melillo on the extra point here.
Great drive by Minnesota.
It's up. And it's good. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like they were stringing together pretty consistent plays that were 5 to 15-yard completions. I'm sure that they might even surprise themselves on that last touchdown play too.
Yeah, they did. But hey, I mean, it's preseason and they started off slow, but they're getting the jitters out, trying to impress these home fans, and here they are with the lead.
Kick up, Bones to receive, gets it at the 3, runs up field, has some blocking, but defenders able to get through 20-yard gain or so up to the 22. That's what Arizona will take over.
Arizona takes over, and I would not be shocked if they decide to just run something safe and go into the half down 3, but let's see what they do.
There's that wing jokers.
Yep.
Ashley under centered. Split backs behind her. Handoff to DJ Moses. A gain of 3 there. Likely elect to let the clock just wind down to triple zeros.
Yeah, I think so too. And they're going to just take this 3-point deficit into halftime. Yep.
And there they have it. That's the end of the first half. 22 minutes in, 22 minutes left to go. Really fun game. I mean, not too many like errors, just a little bit of slipping and falling out there, but nothing too much negative happening. You see those 4 sacks; those are pretty detrimental. But it seems, looking at the passing yards of 140 for Johnny Reno, doesn't seem to be playing as much of a factor as they could.
Yeah, Arizona unable to get the run game going, and other than those 2 deep passes to TJ Punk, the offense has been pretty stymied thus far. And we'll see how they adjust in the second half. But Minnesota, on the other hand, doing a great job being very well balanced on offense with the run and passing game, going deep when they need to convert 3rd and long situations. As you see him on the replay hitting tight end Jason France, who in my mind is one of the better tight ends in the SFL that's not talked about. But as you see here, TJ Punk hitting the deep pass there, he scored both of Arizona's touchdowns. But if they're going to get back into this game, they need to get the run game going to take some of the pressure off of Ashley to perform.
And that defense to try to hold a heating up legend offense at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it just might be like you said, sort of a recentering during the halftime, getting your
Yeah,
bearings again, and not letting the game run away from you.
absolutely. Colin Hart looking very impressive. Do you like what you see so far, Axel?
I do. Not it doesn't seem that he is abusing the spins. They do happen, but I've seen much worse in other regular season games. Um, and looking ahead at what we can do this season, uh, and has as he grows into that new archetype,
Hmm.
I think it's going to be a fun season. The idea of having uh, a back that can add in, on a confident, average day 60 to 100 yards, is a huge addition to free up the pass game.
Yeah, I think it's going to open up a lot of things. Anytime you get that run game going and opposition sees how much of a threat that running game can be, it's going to bring those safeties down in the box and open up bigger opportunities.
You see a big hit on Ryan Owens, brings it up to the 22.
So let's
Arizona's
see what adjustments Arizona makes in his second half to try to get this offense clicking.
got two receivers out there. I'm sorry, three receivers.
Yeah, weak tight end flex. That's Will Tyler on the outside in the slot.
Handoff to Moses. Had some decent blocking, but ended up having to move to the side a little bit,
Yeah.
right at the line of scrimmage. So tackle for no gain.
Safety down in the box presents an additional threat, like we just talked about, having them down there, and it's going to make tough sledding for DJ facing 8-man fronts.
Bunch three bunch receiver at the bottom, one at the top. Handoff to Moses through the
Oh,
middle. Sprightly little guy out there, 6 yard gain.
actually hopped over a defender to get a couple extra yards.
Seems like the snow isn't hurting his movement at the moment. So
Yeah, he probably has on some bigger cleats. Third down and 4. Tight triple.
Ashley back to
3-step
throw.
drop.
Hazard man for a gain of 7, 8, and that's a first down.
First down. I don't know how she squeezed that ball between the defense there. TJ Punk fighting through traffic, able to catch that reception.
Three receivers out there, two at the bottom, one at the top, tight end at the top of the line. Lone back behind her, hands off to Moses, running off to the side, not able to get anywhere, dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Looked like number 92, Buster Johnson.
Buster Johnson, I remember when he came into the league, he didn't have that great of a build, but as the season progressed, you could see his player progress. And on that strong stretch, he was not fooled. Here, slot. Ashley's audible in the play. Oh, look out. Oh,
How
oh
did
my
that?
goodness.
How was that completed?
I have no idea.
Two defenders up with their four hands up in the air, trying to knock that ball down, makes it through to TJ Punk.
Well, I thought that was going to be a pick six, Axel. I mean, there
It
was
was
no doubt in my
showing that,
mind.
yeah, definitely. Those two DBs coming in, trying to take that away. Brings a third and
Straight
5.
open. No back in the backfield. You got to get rid of this ball.
Over the middle. Oh,
Tipped away. That ball was looking for TJ Punk's hands, but great job by the Minnesota defense batting that ball away. BJ Lovell is the best middle linebacker in the entire SFL. Oh, was that ball dropped? Let's see.
maybe he had a finger on it.
don't know if he tipped it or if he got in the way
The vision of
of
it or something.
yeah, the vision of TJ Punk. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, Minnesota's going to get off the field. Gonna force a punt here. Kick
Punt
is up and away.
caught by Banks, coming down after about a gain of 3. That's exactly why I would opt not to be in the return team. You know, eye on the
You have to
ball,
have a
see it into your
yeah,
breadbasket. Look up, 2 yards away, barreling at you. Linebackers,
yeah.
safeties.
Uh, you have to have a different mindset to play special teams. I mean, you just have to be almost half crazy. I mean, literally, knowing your body's going to take punishment.
So go back aces, tight ends on either side of the line, receivers on either side as well. Johnny Reno a short drop back, finds a man out in the flat, out in the little out route there.
Yeah. Everett Garrison looked lost there for a second. I don't know if he slipped or what.
Pickup of 6 on that. Receiver Jay Taylor sort of falls back to catch that one. Slides a little bit. So go back, triple look out of Minnesota. Handoff up the middle. Hart adjusting. Loss of 1 on the play. Tackled there by number 95. Inside linebacker coming in. Take away that run.
I set it up a 3rd down and 5. Minnesota trying to move these chains and take advantage of this decent starting field position. And look at this defense by the Scorpions.
4-2.
Showing blitz here. They drop back out of it and decide it's a delayed blitz and wide open. Yeah, I knew it from the snap.
Jay Taylor out there
did.
had a jump on there, the man, and seemed to, Reno aired it out just enough to get over that, and downtown he went.
Yeah, pre-snap that had danger written all over it. And as you can see, the safety slow to react. Iverson Gamble, I'm not sure if he's just still getting used to playing safety instead of corner. But that was bad defense all around. And I was looking at the pre-snap, and I said, oh, no, this does not look good for Arizona. And sure enough, Minnesota made them pay for it.
We see the point after by Mickey Melillo. Backup quarterback, number 10, Thousand Lakes. To hold. It's up. And it's good. Brings Minnesota up to a 10-point lead, 24-14 over Arizona at this time.
Minnesota with 24 unanswered points, and the crowd here is going bananas.
You can make some banana splits out there if they had some ice cream. Kick is up. Taken by Ryan Owens running up the field. Hit at around the 23. That's where Arizona will start this drive.
Arizona's offense has died pretty much since late in the first quarter. They got some work to do if they're going to get back in this game.
All it takes is a little spark, a little play that goes your way, and could be it. Let's go back doubles there. That end at the near side with the receiver. 2 receivers at the top, lone back. Ashley drops back. Pass over to Moses in the flat. It's 5 on the play.
He got drilled, too.
Cody Griffin willing to throw all 195 pounds of his body at the offense.
Second down and 5. Cody Griffin, good shot of him there. Strong Joker's flip pair.
Linebackers ready on either side. Hand off to Moses.
Oh,
The safeties sort of come up, just sort of converge with the cornerbacks there on the outside of that edge.
I don't know if you saw it, Axel, but the left tackle, EJ the Q, the left guard, Patrick, and the center all got blown up and knocked about 2 yards in the backfield. DJ Moses didn't stand a chance.
Leaping, dodging all these bodies on the ground. Shotgun for Ashley. Split backs beside her. Three receivers. Pass over the middle. Open man.
Oh,
Down. Running. Is the speed there? Not quite. Taken down by Cody Griffin at the 11-yard line.
Connor Weston on a catch and run situation. And for a moment there, I thought Minnesota had a chance of deflecting that ball. As you can see him in zone coverage. And yeah, it was just over the head of Axel, who was unable to get up and deflect that ball away. And at this point, it's just catch and run. But Minnesota able to drag him down from behind.
We haven't heard much about Connor Weston this game so far. We've had, Ryan Owens on the returns and TJ Punk on
Yeah.
those deep balls, but it's exciting. Hopefully we'll see Will Todd in there. Pass over the middle. We're trying to run, get a little bit of yardage. There we go.
Yeah,
Connor
it's
Weston
Connor again. Yeah,
gain of 4.
Will Todd is getting a little upset. You can see him in the huddle, and he's just kind of giving Ashley the side eye, saying, "Hey, I'm over here paying $35 a season. I need some catches."
2 receivers at the top, one at the bottom, tight end at the end of the line. Single back handoff to Moses up the middle. Gain of 1 or so. Brings up 3rd and 5 at the Minnesota 6.
3rd down and 5, and Arizona definitely wants to come away with points. And Will Todd says, "At least you guys are talking about me." That's right, Will. Every chance I get, buddy, I love you, man. Cannot afford a turnover right here. And look at Minnesota in man defense challenging these receivers.
Deep drop back.
Oh,
for
big
Ashley.
7-step drop.
Oh,
Look out.
Taken down.
Nowhere to go.
Big old Max Knight out there.
Former Scorpion getting reacquainted with our quarterback. And Patrick Kelly and company are not happy about that one. But defense played well, played out and came in man defense. No one got any separation, and as a result, a coverage sack. And now Cliff Allen finds himself out here trying to make this a 1-score game. Let's see if he can retain his footing.
This is from the 20.5-yard line. So 30-yard field goal, give or take. And it's good.
Good.
17-24. Just like you said, 7-point game at the moment. Still have the whole 4th quarter left, as well as whatever's left here in the 3rd.
We do. Look at that replay. The sky.
15 and
Great
a half
views
minutes.
here.
Yeah, it's a nice night, even though the snow's coming down. I think people might be caroling, but I'm like, it's a little late for that, but it's all right. Don't want to make a scene. It's Cliff Allen to kick off again. Nice footing there. Taking it around the end zone. Running up the middle. Got to 24. That's where Minnesota will take over.
So let's see what Minnesota decides to do here in offense. They've done a great job of remaining balanced on offense with both the run and pass. And wow, they come out aggressive, gun straight on 1st down.
Yeah, those three receivers and a tight end at the top, 1 receiver at the bottom. Johnny empty backfield and a shotgun drop back. Not a long drop back, short little pass up in the middle. Gain of 3 there.
You can ask anyone in the Arizona locker room. Anytime we come out in shotgun on 1st down, I always just shake my head and say, please, just be careful with the football. I can't stand to see us come out in shotgun on 1st down.
Thing, yeah, that's hard to do. And especially if you got like a wide receiver three that doesn't have much stamina or something, and they're not out there, so you're
Yeah.
your backup, and
Oh,
you're like, it calls us, a shotgun with all four receivers, and it's like, no.
yeah.
Oh, this one
Great
broken up
tackle
in
in the
the back.
backfield. Yeah. Great job by Alex Constantine.
Seems maybe he has a personal grudge against Hart, giving him the glare. I see you.
Kenny Washington is asking Cliff Allen to stop jumping around like that after he makes a chip shot field goal, saying we need him healthy for the regular season.
No slipping out there, broken ankles or anything. No way.
5 wide
Quad.
receivers.
Ooh, batted down.
By the legend, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Everything, strong safety, best in the world, all-time leading interceptor, 0 pick sixes, but he does everything else for this team. I think his name is Eddie something. It kind of slips my mind, but
Eddie
he's
Gouge.
yeah. There you go, Mr.
Sound
Irrelevant on the depth chart.
the lowest paying man in Arizona.
That's right.
Forced to punt at the it's 4th and 8. Minnesota 26. Punt is up.
Oh, look out!
Caught and taken for about 2 yards. Arizona's going to start at their own 42. Not terrible position.
Speaking of everything, Arizona coming out here down 7. Quarterback Ashley Jackson, season 19 All-Star, first time in her career,
Nice.
finds her team down 7. Let's see if she can make that money and prove why she was a season 19 All-Star and tie this game up.
Offset I, Moses, and fullback behind. Williams, hand off to Moses.
Great
Gain of 2.
tackle. Great tackle by Cody Griffin. Had he not made that tackle, it was DJ Moses versus the safety one-on-one, and I like our odds in that matchup.
Yeah, sort of saved a pretty strong run there. And Moses is not one to shy away from big hits. I remember my
No.
rookie season at Sioux Falls playing you all that season, and man, he was blowing me up. Like I would get him, he would push me backwards, and I've hit the bench press since then a bit, but still, I have nightmares, little PTSD from DJ.
3rd down and 5. Arizona got to find a way to move the chains, coming out with only 2 receivers on the field. Let's see what they do here.
Back to pass, adjusting.
Look out.
Max Knight takes her down from behind.
Again, Max Knight making his presence felt in this ball game, letting everyone in Arizona know what walked out the door and headed to Minnesota. Well, actually went to St. Louis first,
He
but
did, yeah.
still.
Via St. Louis.
There you go, via St. Louis.
Brings up 4th and 9 from Arizona's 43. Again, as we've seen this half, and into the later half part of the second quarter, Arizona just seems to have their offense seems to shut down a little bit. I'm just not able to convert those 3rd downs.
Oh my goodness! Did you see him running downfield to make that tackle?
Yeah.
He was hauling. My goodness, number 19 was hauling downfield to help with that tackle.
That was your 5th wide receiver, Roscoe Justice, out there.
Roscoe Justice, former 3rd round draft pick of season 14. I'll never forget it. Kept that name in his honor.
Awesome.
He had to retire due to personal reasons with COVID and everything, but we still like him.
That's good. Love that family feel. Hand off to Hart. Has some blocking up front. Spins around a man.
Wow, great move.
Keep that run going a couple more yards. That was a gain of 7.
I can just imagine if he was a finesse back last season, how much that would have helped your offense.
Mm-hmm.
And had you guys been able to take advantage of that and maybe even advance further in the playoffs, because you can see already what kind of weapon he's going to be as a finesse back.
That's where, we had 22 of our 23 return. We were hoping to run that back better than ever in season 20. So exactly what you described. There he is. Had some nice blocking, men on the ground. able to pick up maybe around 15 or so on that.
And the left guard actually made that happen. He came out pulling toward that strong side of the field, and he didn't actually block anyone, but he got in the way of would-be tacklers and allowed Colin Hart to get to the outside and extend that run.
4-2 by the defense, looking like a zone.
It's definitely zone against this doubles look.
Back to pass. Over, finds his man over
Oh!
just over the first down line. That is Jason France. Big target out there.
Big target. And I actually like the route tree. You could see cornerback Eric Garrison out there. He didn't know whether to defend the tight end or Jay Taylor out in the flat. He was kind of caught in no man's land, had to make a decision, made the wrong one, and Jason France gets open, finds that hole in the zone, and moves the chains. That's on the outskirts of field goal range at the 35-yard line.
Hand off to Hart again. Seemed to have been
Great
working
blocking
for a while. Just couldn't get past the block that was pulling towards the sideline. Ends up trying to cut inside of that block and is nailed by an Arizona Scorpion.
That's going to end the third quarter, Axel.
That 4.5 minutes of the third went by fast. We've got 11 minutes left.
11 minutes left in this ball game. Minnesota up 7, trying to bring this one home.
Jason France says, Eddie and I are tied in the pick six stat line.
0.
But he's a tight end.
Yes, right.
Back to pass over to Hart in the flats. It's about 6 or 7 yards behind line of scrimmage. Able to make up about 3 of those, but still taken down for a loss of 3 on that play.
There were about 5 Scorpions over there racing to get there. See which man could get there first to take his head off.
and I think a couple of them did. Like, how about we just share this?
It would be a 50-yard field goal from here. Not sure if they were attempting in these weather conditions. Let's see if they can get the first down instead.
Shotgun quads left. Reno back
look
to
at the
pass.
defense. Oh, my goodness.
Gets this man able to catch that, haul that in, number 84, Adam Banks.
Yeah, I saw that the moment the ball was snapped. You see the cornerback, Parker Thomas, run up to defend the flat. Why he's doing that in 3rd down and 8, I have no idea. And as a result, the receiver gets open and moves the chains.
Again, yeah, these are generic books. I on defense I took out Bear because that just doesn't work. But everything else is in there.
Everything
and
else
so
is fair game.
Probably maybe they're running too hard in that at that point against a quad left. I don't know.
It was.
J.R. Lawless there on the tackle for loss. It looks like a loss of 3 on that. Nice TFL. Just like you said,
2nd down and 13.
That OLB2, quite a valuable player. Maybe setting in on a weak blitz or I don't know, but having a little bit extra coverage ability and etc. is going to be handy.
Wow, I thought he actually stepped out of bounds, but apparently he stayed in bounds.
Getting those cleats working right at the edge there.
Yeah, that's right. Chris Komasak on the reception.
Ooh.
Fullback. Oh, and there it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Gonna try to gamble with this one. We'll see.
Runs out in the flat, catches it, and
out. He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
1 yard gain instead of 7.
Yeah.
Good call.
And that was actually on the far side of the field, so he must have got some help from the booth to throw that challenge flag.
Maybe there was a replay on the big screen. You couldn't see. All right, crowd. Come on. It was the right call. Calm down.
3rd down and 13. It is preseason. Hey.
Yeah. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. It's lone back behind Reno. Reno back to pass. Gets us man short.
Oh, throws it low to avoid him having his head taken off. Gonna set up a 4th down and 10.
There's Mickey out to kick, theoretically. So it'd be a 21 yard, 20, 30 yard. There we go. So it's the 30-yard field goal.
You see the breath of the backup QB flowing. And that kick is up, and it is good.
Bringing the Legends lead to 10.
Back to 10. 8:49 to play. Mickey Melillo. Help me out, Axel.
Mickey Melillo.
Melillo, thank you, sir.
You bet.
Doing a great job out here considering the weather conditions of kicking those field goals through.
We saw at the end
Third of the day.
We saw at the end of the first half that it just starts to accumulate. And so as the fourth starts to tick away, we're getting closer and closer to slippery season. Kick is up. Ryan Owens catches it around the 3, running up field. Not able to get a block down at the 23. No.
77 yards between here and pay dirt. The Scorpions need to put up points as time is starting to become a factor into this game.
We saw in the first quarter, there wasn't a big problem with TJ Punk and Ashley Jackson connecting on the that deep either drag route or fade route or I think it was a fade route. But we saw that they're possible. It's quite possible, probably even to see some more of those longer passes as time ticks by.
DJ Moses having a hard time getting going. He's not even averaging 2 yards a carry. That's putting a lot of pressure on this passing game. Shotgun, spread look.
Ashley back to pass. Runs in the pocket a little bit. Has her man over the middle. A nice deep post route there.
Wow, you saw her actually lose her footing there for a second. I thought she was going to try to take off with it and elect to scramble, but instead she gets her berries up underneath her, finds Connor Weston, and had he broken that tackle, we'd be looking at a 1-score game again. But great job with the Minnesota defense of bringing them down.
Offset I. Joker's pair.
It's always Jokers.
And pass over the flat to Moses. Spins to try to get away. Gain of 1 on the play.
DJ has been stymied in both the run and passing game. They're doing a great job of bringing him down in the open field.
Max Knight with 2 sacks on Ashley tonight so far.
Ace, 2 tight ends, 1 to each side of Ashley Jackson.
Handoff up the middle to Moses, powering his legs, able to get some things working for a gain of around 6 or 7 there.
That's his best run of the night by far. 7 yards. Great job by this Minnesota defense. Gonna set up a 3rd and short on the 42-yard line.
Looks like the similar play they might have had before. Ooh.
Replay.
Max Knight offsides there. Gives him that extra, should give him that extra 5 yards and a first down.
And again, a great open field tackle by this Minnesota defense, this time with the secondary. Max Knight, perhaps just a little bit too anxious to get a 3rd sack on quarterback Ashley Jackson.
He might have been slipping and sliding. It just could stand there anymore.
Once the big man gets moving, it's hard to stop. I Pro got the safety in the box for an eighth defender.
Handoff up the middle. Moses taken down there by number 57, Juan, Mississippi.
And at some point, you like to see Ashley Jackson audible out of that. Anytime Minnesota's going to continue to bring that safety down, you want to make them pay for it with an intermediate route. But so far, she has yet to try and do that here in the fourth quarter.
Back to pass. Passes over to Moses
Oh,
in the
my
flat.
goodness.
Spins to try to get away. A gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1, and Ashley is lucky to still be standing because I'm not sure how they missed bringing her down. Third down and 7, probably on the outskirts of field goal range at this point, considering the conditions. Arizona coming out with 2 tight ends on the field. Excuse me, 1 tight end on the field.
Will be a pass to Will Todd. She looks, passes over the top.
Got him.
That's her man. That's number 89, Will Todd.
Will Todd finally scratches the stat sheet, moves the chains, and what a better time to do it here on 3rd and long. And sure enough, there he goes, hashtag willpower. Split twins. Haven't seen this look for a while for Arizona.
Run up the middle. Gain of 1.
And they're going to go hurry up with under 5 minutes to play.
Let's see what else they have in here. Back. Short drop back. Pass over to Moses in the flats.
Oh,
we'll
the
see
foot
what
out of bounds. It was hard for me to tell. I was looking downfield, so I'm not sure.
It's got to be close.
Yeah, it's definitely close. I don't know if they're going to challenge it or not. Let's see. And they do not challenge. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. Wow. Second time tonight we've seen this happen. Triple bunch formation, or excuse me, tight bunch.
Pass short over the middle.
Dumps the ball off. And I think that's a smart decision as no one was open downfield. Dumps the ball off to Zab Judah, the number 4 receiver on the depth chart. It's going to set up about a 31-yard field goal, which is no guarantee in these conditions. Let's see if Cliff Allen can hit it. You know, we fell in love with Cliff. We was already in love with him. But last season, when he hit that 56-yarder against Florida, he went to the next level. And that kick is up, and it is good. So we are back down to a 1-score ball game. Minnesota still has the lead, 27-20, the 4:03 left to play.
That was a really nice kick in these conditions. Right, just a nice little curve right down the main thoroughfare.
And it looks like going to set up for an onside kick here. I do not agree with this, having 3 timeouts left, but let's see what happens.
It's up. Not caught. It's bobbled. It's still out. Minnesota recovers.
Minnesota recovers. I think that's number 63, a big man with the recovery, showing nice hands. Oh, wow, look at that ball jump around there. 63, the big man. Something you don't see every day.
He's practiced this, grabbing things and throwing it into his gullet at the buffet.
Yeah.
So he's just imagined this thing being a pineapple or something.
Oh.
Let's see what Minnesota decides to do. I would think that they would maybe run this clock out.
Yep. Pair slot. 4:01 left on the 40-yard line.
And up
and
up
the running
middle.
spot up the middle. Oh, my goodness.
Just blown
he
up.
is knocked backwards. I believe that's Sean Moore, and it is on a tackle.
Nice 1-yard loss.
That's a smart decision, I think, though, by Minnesota. You want to try to grind this clock out, and on 1st down, you want to see them run the ball to put some pressure on Arizona. They're going to come out heavy again. Jokers. one receiver on the field, two tight ends, and a fullback.
A lot of potential blocking. Let's see how that works out. End up running
Oh, great
over,
block.
spins
Oh,
around the
and
corner.
made the man miss.
He's running down. He's running down the field.
And he's going to get in. That's touchdown.
Yep, he got just barely ducked that corner.
And Colin Hart, for about the third or fourth time today, is reminding the fans, the ownership, the front office staff, and everyone else involved, and why they elected to get him to lose a few pounds, get some more, how can I say that? Elusiveness to him.
Yeah.
There you go. I almost said elusivity or something.
That would work.
And Colin Hart is paying dividends, and you can just see the smiles on everyone involved faces, including Colin Hart. Let's give him some credit. He went to the offseason, got into the off-season conditioning program, working out with his strength and conditioning coach and everyone else involved, lost the weight, and as a result, you can see why Minnesota elected to get him to make that move, and it's already paying dividends for him.
Yeah, this guy is packed with, you've heard of 6-packs. He's got an 8-pack, this guy.
There you go.
I think it was the keto diet or something he was on. He just shed that stuff like crazy.
That keto diet, man, I heard that thing is murder.
Absolutely.
3:12 left. Not saying it's impossible, but wow, talk about, you got a lot to try to overcome with this great Minnesota defense. Let's see how Arizona attacks this here.
Owens up with the return, runs up, doesn't really quite get the blocking he probably wanted. Down at the 24, and that's where Arizona will start. Will Todd talks about being on the Cheeto diet himself. I'm sure you guys just give him a full white uniform and the pants. He just rubs the Cheeto dust on, and he's ready for game day.
We got to get his jersey dirty somehow. He's not catching too many passes, so we got to do something. Strong tight end flex. Will slide it to the inside.
Ashley back to pass. Got Moses in the flat. Got up to the line of scrimmage there for running out of bounds.
Best thing he did was get out of bounds and stop the clock, but got to go get some yards too, buddy. Big Max Knight. Wow, that's a big man.
Defense adjusting a little bit. Free safety comes up to the line. Tight end at the bottom, two receivers at the bottom. Over the middle, gets her man, passes for 4 yards.
3rd down and 6.
Back to pass deep.
Big 7-step drop.
1st down, connects with her receiver.
I thought he was short there, but they gave the receiver the 1st down. I think that's Ryan Owens on the reception.
Slides a little bit, loses her footing, but able to maintain standing up. Hit out of bounds, gain of 3 there, Moses.
And 3 yards there for DJ. Going to set up a 2nd down and 7. Arizona at their 38-yard line. Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, those cleats must be pretty good because they're grabbing that snow. It looks pretty green out there where they've been playing. So it's still coming down. An empty backfield here. Straight open look for Arizona. Ashley under center. Back to pass. Passes over to the top of the field. Is tipped up. Not quite able to pull that in. Number 88, TJ Punk.
Cody Griffin on a deflection. Great defense right there in the open field. Able to stick with his man. In weather conditions like this, the offense usually has the advantage because they know where they're going. The defense does not. But Cody does a great job reacting to the shiftiness of TJ Punk. Able to slide over and bat that ball down.
Brings up 37 at their own 38. It did stop the clock, so it stopped there at 2:27 left in the ball game. Bringing out A trip's a tray or an open or an empty open. I'm not sure. Can never tell.
Very open, I believe it is.
Okay. Back to pass. Passes over the middle. Penalty out there. Looks like maybe a defensive pass interference.
Yeah, I did not see that penalty. I think that's a gift call there for the Scorpions. I did not see anything that deserved a flag on that play for the defense, but they're gonna call it on number 32. It's
Rick
gonna stop the
Evans.
clock. Yeah,
Back
and
up
give
free safety. Perhaps playing a little hard.
perhaps, but I didn't see it. But hey, I'll take it, but I didn't see it.
See what they decide to pull up. Single back. Quads. Ashley under center. Drops back, short little drop back, pass over the middle, complete to her man. Gets the first down there, gain of 12 or so.
Not sure how he caught that in traffic.
Just thread the needle there. Back to pass, a deep drop back for Ashley, looking for a receiver, finds them, 12 yards again, first down. Where was this last quarter?
Yeah, well, well, the defense might be playing a bit back too. They're playing more sort of clock than they are the short field. So
Brought up
right,
2-minute
Arizona
warning.
taking advantage of that situation. 2-minute warning. Arizona has all 3 timeouts on the outskirts of field goal range, given the conditions. Let's see what they do here. Split spread defense.
Pass
On
over
deep.
the top.
Oh, they find
Complete.
TJ Punk again.
4 seconds off the clock. Arizona calls their timeout. Gain of like 21 or so on that one.
Yeah, TJ. Arizona gets this ball, as he does, on his outside shoulder away from the defense, allowing him to catch and run, but great job by the safety getting over to bring him down and prevent further damage.
Now 10 yards to go. First and goal.
First
Come
and
out,
goal from the 10.
That same single back quads look.
Yeah, quads.
Ashley back
Oh,
to
big
pass. Passes
seven-step
over
drop.
the middle.
And
Tackled
that pass going to be caught short at the goal line.
like 1 foot. Let's see what
Yeah.
they're stuck in no huddle. Let's see if what they have in this play. Maybe a 90 quick out or something like that. But nope.
Oh, he dropped it.
Wasn't able to haul that one in.
Unable to haul that one in as DJ Moses perhaps not comfortable or used to lining up in the slot, had the ball right in front of him. Look at it like it bounced off his chest.
That does stop the clock, allows the team to re-huddle.
3rd and goal from the goal line. And they're going to go out with one back in the backfield. Let's see what they do here.
Short drop back, looking for her receiver.
Oh,
Tipped up in the end zone.
Oh, he dropped it. I couldn't tell if he dropped it. If it was deflected. It might have been deflected, yeah. Number 33, Johnny Bravo on a deflection.
It was a kind of a close one. Like we've seen Ashley be able to thread the needle on those ones before, last season and even earlier in this game. Just wasn't quite there in this one.
And you got to be kidding me. Are they going for it? They are. At least they're going to line up to go for it. Split. Jacks. Oh, snaps it. Finds an open.
And it's
Justin Williams for the touchdown.
Woo!
Oh, my goodness.
Throw it to the fullback.
I did not see that coming. And those are decisions that can get coaches hired or fired. And had they not converted there would have been some questions being asked by the media, but perhaps they went for it because it's a preseason game, and Justin Williams makes this yet again a one-score ball game.
I don't know
Extra
if it
point
was
pending.
I don't know if it was fully planned that it would go directly to Justin. Maybe it was like a 90 fullback, speed out or something like that. But it seemed to work. Like the quarterback wasn't sure where to cover.
Oh, look at that. Bad snap.
Still ticks up. Got it through the uprights.
And I don't know, but were the Scorpions down 10?
They were down 14 and they just got a
Okay.
touchdown. So
Oh,
it's
that's why
now,
they went for it. Okay.
yeah.
God, that makes sense. Gotcha. So now they're gonna go for the onsides again.
Let's see.
Cliff Allen with this
Oh,
kicks away, and
went
Minnesota does a great job.
right
Yeah.
into the hands of looks like Daniel Wright.
And that's why it helps to have a deep bench because you can get guys out there who are a bit more athletic and better hands to come up with these balls in such situations to secure a win.
Yep, it's always great to see them out there in the special teams, being able to play that a little bit.
So Arizona with 2 timeouts left. Minnesota's gonna look to take this ball away. Look at that blocking up front again. Great job. Arizona knowing they're gonna run the football, and Minnesota is still able to pick up 3 yards, and he almost took that to the house again, Axel.
It was like one or two defenders away. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was you know either 3 or 7 points, 3 yards or 7 points. It's
Yeah.
that feels like it shouldn't be as close as it is.
So Arizona burned one of those 2 timeouts remaining. They're gonna burn another one here, as you can anticipate the run coming.
Linebacker lined up more they shifted towards the top of the line. Didn't seem to matter much though. Gain of only 1.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be off to the races again, but the right defensive end, D.D. Sachs, did a great job of holding up his end of the bargain, not allowing much penetration. And now, with no timeouts left on the 35-yard line, let's see what Minnesota does here. Oh, my goodness, they're going to line up in shotgun.
Likely trying to convert, not wanting to punt
Yeah.
here. Can they get the 6 yards needed? Drops back. Reno
Look
taken
out.
down.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, he is a bad man.
Yeah, he came flying around the edge and put him down. Alex Constantine got there in a hurry. But unfortunately for Arizona, Minnesota's going to elect to let all this time tick away, and they're going to get the ball with about 30 seconds left in the ball game. And Minnesota's going to try and pin this ball deep and not allow it to run into the end zone to force Arizona to drive it into the field.
Let's see if snow is a factor at all in this kick.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Nope.
Out of the way.
Looking to down it. Does it?
Great punt. Oh, no.
Nope. Slid into
the end zone. You wonder how much the snow played a factor into that.
Yeah, on the grass here, it probably would have stopped a foot or two.
Yeah.
Fewer.
So now Arizona out of timeouts. They're going to line up in shotgun, gun straight.
We've seen it before. 29 seconds. 29 seconds.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Ashley back to pass. Throws it deep over to the near side.
Almost. Oh, great deflection there by Johnny Bravo. Great deflection.
Man, that was like, we've seen Ashley, have that arc that just gets right over the fingertips of the CBs, but this time came up lucky.
Yeah, great defense by Johnny Bravo. That's the second and third deflection we've seen him make tonight. Long-time SFL veteran. This triple. Yeah.
Ashley back
big
to pass.
5-step drop. Oh, gets it over the defense.
Hits that deep post again. I think that was
TJ Punk
the
on
Punk
the reception.
Machine,
yeah. Let's see if they down the ball here or hike it. 12 seconds left, and she spikes the ball.
Arizona, their own 44. So 56
on 44.
yards.
And with no timeouts left, I anticipate a Hail Mary, and look out for Max Knight and Mark Mello. as they are about to peel their ears back and look, there's a good shot of them right there.
And that's what you see. You see the tight end over at the top trying to hopefully block the safety maybe from coming in.
Yeah.
Then you've got your four receivers at the bottom set to just book it down. She steps up into the pocket, throws it towards the end zone. It's hit. It's tipped. It's up. It's intercepted by
Intercepted.
Minnesota. 1 second left on the game clock. Let's see who that is. That's Rick Evans.
Rick Evans on an interception. That ball was batted around, and it was actually short of the end zone anyway, as he ran out of time as the defensive pressure was coming and barreling down on her. So she had to throw that ball off prematurely. And Minnesota did a great job of batting around and before coming up with that interception. That's gonna pretty much end this ball game. 1 second left, no timeouts. Johnny Reno's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna kneel this ball away, but instead,
Let's
gonna
see.
come out and run a play.
Oh, fullback.
And the
It's like,
fullback.
hey, Comisac hasn't run it lately, so
Good game goes out to both teams. Minnesota comes in, takes care of home court, and walks away with it after a high-scoring affair. Final score: 34-27, Minnesota. Great job, Minnesota.
yeah, agreed. Great job, Arizona as well. You guys, didn't stop. You hung in there. There was a little bit of a lull in the second quarter, a little bit in the
Yeah.
third quarter, but then you guys picked it back up in the fourth, looking really solid. Adding 13 points to your score in the second half. You
I
know,
think the difference in this ball game for Minnesota was their ability to contain DJ Moses. They did not let him get going at all, whether it's in a run or the pass, open field or in traffic. They did a great job of bringing him down to the ground and forcing Arizona to be one dimensional, which is one thing I always preach. We can't be one dimensional. We can't rely too much on the run or the pass. Minnesota did a great job corralling the run game. They gave up some deep balls, but overall, the defense for Minnesota played pretty well. They harassed Ashley Jackson all day long, like you see here. Even on this play where she hit, Connor Weston, she was under harassment all night long, despite having three-star offensive linemen. She found herself under pressure throughout the night. And look at Colin Hart, the potential difference maker for this offense in season 20. Now that he's a finesse back, no longer a balance back, and we'll see just how much of a difference he makes for this offense in season 20.
and here you see, the receiver core for the Scorpions, showing up tonight, getting open downfield so that Ashley doesn't have an outlet to throw to.
Yeah.
TJ Punk with those two really long touchdown runs. Connor Weston with some of those. I think there were two really deep post routes to really start to bring your team back into this game, make a game out of it. Here we
Yep.
see Colin Hart getting that player of the game, 25 attempts, 142, roughly, give or take, almost 6 yards a carry, technically. 21 yards rushing, just a little bit there on that. 2 touchdowns rushing as well.
Well deserved play of the game nomination.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see, again, you were mentioning Chris Comisac too. I feel like, a nice 1-2 punch there. We've seen it, be done in Baltimore, with
Yep.
is it Warren Murray,
Louisiana.
and yeah, they're too. Now with, I guess, it used to be Ray Bentley was fullback with
Yep.
down
Mexico
in
City.
Mexico City. Hoping to have a nice 1-2 punch there, and then with that, our very reliable receiving core and leader Johnny Reno on the offense.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah, I this was a fun game. I'm excited. I love that it was kind of close back and forth a little bit. You
Yeah,
guys at one
absolutely.
point, 14-0 led, and then Minnesota sort of came back in the middle of the game, and then to find you guys, both teams sort of finding their groove in the fourth, just made for a fun watch there.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Well, that sort of does it. I thank you all for watching, both those that were watched live and those that might watch the recording. I'll be uploading this both to it'll be there available in Twitch, as well as I'll upload it to my YouTube account as well. So that should be there for you. Eddie, thanks so much for joining me. It was really fun to call the game with you. You so much insight, so much. You have a good flow in your conversation. So
Hey, I try, man. I'm a team player.
Awesome. Well, good. And yeah, all thanks for tuning in. Minnesota has one more preseason game, same bat channel, same bat time, only tomorrow. That one is with Alamo City Artillery. Um, does Arizona have any more preseason games planned at all?
We have a game this weekend against Florida. Time to be determined, but I believe the game is on Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. I got to talk to him. I forget
Cool,
because we got moved around because of the previous schedule with the SFL. So I got to confirm that with Florida.
cool. All right. Well, good. Stay tuned to the team content channel for more information about any of those as they come up. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.
Arizona, I love y'all. Let's go out here and have fun in season 20.